Well, all you sports fans out there, welcome to Hot Seat Sports Talk. Hey, it's just me and you this week.
This will be very interesting.
Yeah, this will be interesting indeed.
Let's hope we don't get too heated, but we also have a good talk.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hyped for today.
Yeah, so before we get started, please remember to like and subscribe to this channel. And happy 2-year anniversary to the show.
Oh, man.
2 full years.
It went by very fast.
2 full years, 3 seasons.
Look at us. Look how we started. Look where we are now.
Yeah, we got a long way to go still. Until
We
the end.
do,
Until
pretty
the
much.
end. Yeah.
Whole semester.
Yep. So we're going to introduce a new segment here, open up,
All right.
called the 4-minute offense. 1 minute each topic. Since there's 2 of us, 30 seconds each.
All right, that works.
So, start off. Kansas City releases Kareem Hunt following the release of incident. I'll start off.
All right.
This is terrible in my opinion. And so it's a terrible thing of what happened. It makes Ray Rice's incident look nonchalant to this. It looks horrible. It's horrible for Kansas City. Even worse for Kareem Hunt. I don't think he's going to put on a jersey again in the NFL.
I mean, I couldn't really agree with you more. What he did was literally just unbelievable to think of. I mean, they always had that policy of just not abusing, and look what Kareem Hunt did. He's, in my opinion, I think he ruined his career, honestly.
He's done.
He's pretty much done. I don't know if there's going to be a team that would want to sign him with the background history that he has now. And if he does get signed to a team, there's going to be backlash no matter what. So no matter what, he ruined his season. He ruined his career. So who knows what's going to happen to Kareem Hunt, but I lost all respect for him. Just cannot treat women, men, people in general like that.
Is Matthew Stafford the answer going forward?
I mean, he's having a bad season. Coaching changes, players that he's used to throwing the ball to for years have been gone and now injured. He's trying to just running back carry on. He's been doing great for the Lions. Offense has been injured. Just defense is up and down all the time. I just think it's a bad season. He's been pretty good for 10 years. We could use better, honestly, but I think what we have is we're not going to get any better, to be honest.
No.
I think it's fine.
Here's my take. Matthew Stafford for 10 years. How many playoff wins?
Probably 0.
Not exactly. So only 2 playoff berths for his entire career as a Lion. Mostly losing seasons after that. No support system.
That's it. That's
I mean, he had Calvin for most of his years. Then he had Tate. Tate's gone. Marvin Jones is gone for the year. Kerryon's, we don't know if he's coming back. He has, in the past he's had Reggie Bush. He's had Javid Bet. He hasn't had standouts in his tenure as a Lion. The next year might be his last year. He'll finish out this year, play next season, and then
just his contract extension.
And then he'll leave without the Lions hitting a $30 million cap.
This will be very interesting to see going forward.
Packers fire McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Yeah, after lost to Arizona. Here's my thing. Now everything's set up for Rodgers. He got rid of the coach he didn't like. I mean, most of his teammates. I mean, you look at him. He's with young teammates, not older guys. He's the old guy on that team. All of his guys are young. He doesn't know how to act with them. He doesn't know how to prep with them because they prep differently than he does because he's been around for a long time. So, Mike McCarthy, he's going to find a new home soon. I don't know, I've been hearing Cleveland. I've been hearing other things. So, I mean, this is a turn for Green Bay going forward with Rodgers. He finally got his wishes. So, I mean, he's no Breeze. He's no Manning. He's not like. Let's just see let's see how he does.
Packers suck bad this season.
I agree.
Compared just even to the Lions, they'd be tied if it wasn't for that tie game.
Exactly.
So, I really don't know what the difference is from firing him now to the end of the season, what difference it would make, but I guess they were just tired of him. Just, like you said, all the new, younger players that Aaron Rodgers isn't used to, and just it's not clicking for him, and they'd probably rather get rid of their coach than their franchise player. So
Exactly.
He'll find a new home. Mike McCarthy's a great coach, but just Green Bay hasn't lived up to expectations. That's it.
And Urban Meyer's to retire after the end of the season. Will coach his final game in the Rose Bowl, which we'll go over all the bowl games next week. So
it's just very tragic to hear about all the health issues he's had, and then with his offensive who was the man?
Offensive coordinator.
It was
someone in his staff.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but it was that incident ruined him too. It was chronic headaches. Just
exactly.
Honestly, I think not looking at what happened with his staff, I think he was amazing for Ohio State. Just had an amazing career. Hopefully, I want to see him coach again, but I would rather have him be healthy and not coach than be coaching but also not healthy. So I'd rather look out for the better of himself. But I think he has a great legacy going forward from now.
For me, he's probably one of the top. Right now, he's a top 3 coach.
Yes.
Probably go State, Nick Saban, Meyer, probably Meyer number 2. The culture of the Big Ten is going to change.
Definitely.
The way that things are to be, the way the games are going to go. Michigan, obviously, no success against him because Urban Meyer owned Michigan. Against Michigan State, he had his ups and downs. Against other teams, he had his, he's almost pretty, consistent in every week. He was a great coach at Florida, great coach at Ohio State, going to national championship, winning that. He was a great coach. We'll see if he can just ride off in the sunset in the Rose Bowl. So, college football championship week.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's put those right up on the screen. So let's go. Utah goes down in the Pac-12.
I mean, I pretty much expected this.
But a low-scoring game.
Very low scoring.
10-3.
Must have been hard fought.
10-3
Defensively,
is
must
it?
have been working their butt off.
Exactly.
But yeah.
It's bad. It was bad. I mean, it's
It wasn't bad, but it's just
boring.
I expected
boring.
Washington to win. Yeah.
This next score underneath was a pretty good one. Oklahoma wins the Big 12, 39-27 over Texas. It was a good game.
Texas really fought their way, but Kyler Murray is just a better quarterback when it comes to both sides.
Yeah. And then Northwestern
And we
going
all
down
know
to
that,
Ohio
yeah.
State. Yeah,
Jimmy Haskins went off.
Oh, but yeah, we all called that one. And Alabama coming back. It's not been a good way for Georgia fans.
Not this season.
Falcons, and then 2 times with Georgia. National championship. Now they're out of the playoffs.
Georgia was leading pretty much the whole game until I believe the 4th quarter when Alabama
Last-
and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Tua got hurt. Jalen Hurts came back, let him win. Just knows
Boom.
they're unlimited pretty much when it comes to quarterbacks. Their players,
Boom.
they're amazing. Alabama all the way, pretty much.
They could start their kicker at quarterback, and it'll probably work.
It's not wrong.
So,
Really not wrong.
week 15.
Week
One
15.
game. Week 15 for college football. One game.
Oh,
Kind of like a bowl game.
okay.
The classic. It's Navy
Oh,
and
that's
Army.
why.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, mean.
So, that's kind of opposite seasons for these two. Navy's 3-9, Army's 9-3.
Huh. So,
Both these teams don't like to throw the ball at all.
mm-mm.
They run the ball all the time.
Oh yes.
They don't even believe in receiver. They just run. They just run. They have these crazy. They just have these different formations on offense. It's just a ground and pound game. So, in terms of this one, I got Army. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
I'm sorry. Cam Shook, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, I gotta agree with you. I think Army's just having a better season. Who knows though? This game always has surprises in it, but you have to go Army pretty much.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. NBA Friday. We're each going to go 1 minute, 30 seconds each, about each matchup.
All right.
Philadelphia comes to Detroit. Now, Detroit goes 5-1 in their homestand, including beating Golden State in that stand. They lost to the Thunder. Now they've lost 2 in a row. They've lost to Oklahoma City and Milwaukee. Now they're coming home playing Philly. In terms of this game, Philly's got their number. It's Philadelphia.
I mean, alone with the acquisition of Jimmy Butler makes this game different. Because I believe last time they played, Jimmy Butler wasn't on the team yet.
Correct.
So, and they're clicking too, Philadelphia. I mean, Detroit, they always have their up and down. I always feel they can always win games, but I mean, I think Philadelphia is more in tune with their players and more in sync. And I think Philadelphia has this as well. Sorry, but just got to go with the kind of logic, but yeah.
All right.
Philadelphia.
Then the Los Angeles Lakers are going to San Antonio after beating them the other night for the final matchup of the year.
Lakers won that game against San Antonio last night.
Yeah.
And?
On
At
Wednesday night. Yep.
Mhm. That's going to give them a momentum. But San Antonio at home, it's also,
It's inconsistent.
yes.
11 and 14.
That's.
Are you kidding me?
They have not lived up to
They're
expectations
second to
either.
last in the conference. When was the last time you could say that about that team? Never.
But way before Tim Duncan, probably.
Like 1995?
That's yeah,
It's 2018.
that's a while.
I
But
think Spurs fans we've been spoiled.
Oh yeah,
We've been spoiled.
and then the whole Kawhi situation happened.
That hurt us. I was last season. I told you it was gonna hurt us. It hurt us. I can't take LeBron. I'm going with my Spurs, of course.
I have to go with San Antonio. I feel like at home they're going to get the momentum, but if LeBron goes off, then you can't really stop LeBron. That's also all you can say about that.
All right, Golden State and Milwaukee. Milwaukee coming off the win against Detroit.
Again, Golden State has also kind of been inconsistent from what we've seen in previous years. And Milwaukee coming off a big win too. Giannis, Greek Freak, really.
Posterized.
There's
Blake.
probably, yeah. Literally, I can only say one player could probably stop him, and that's KD because of his length as well. But
Right.
I don't know. I'm feeling Milwaukee on this again. I feel like they're just having
like
a
it.
lot more hype on this.
I like it. In terms of Milwaukee's been exceeding everyone's expectations, but come playoff time they'll just crash like they always do.
Usually happens. But
Golden State, they're just getting warmed up, even though they haven't
clicked.
They
pretty
haven't
much.
clicked. Curry's been out.
Yep.
Curry was out. That's why they were so inconsistent. Once Curry gets his groove back with the team, they'll start winning. Golden State's got this one.
All right.
Without a
I
doubt.
can appreciate that too.
So, let's go to the National Football League
All
for
right.
week number 14.
14.
Wow, it's been a long time.
Long season. A lot has happened too.
Oh, yeah. So, let's get started. Baltimore's going to Kansas City. Kansas City is -6.5. It's
He-
Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly. They lit up the Raiders,
now-
I believe.
And now it's Spencer Ware
Yes,
in that
Spencer Ware.
backfield.
They don't really need, as long as they have consistent offense, no matter who's at running back, who's at wide receiver, who's at quarterback.
As
But
long as
obviously
Mah-
makes it better.
As long as Mahomes doesn't get hurt, they're going to be fine.
They're going to be fine, yes.
But Baltimore's got a great defense.
That's true, but
But
with
it's
great
Lamar
offense
Jackson.
against a great defense.
Lamar
get
Jackson, it's his fourth or fifth. He can't win it.
He's been undefeated so far this season, though.
Yeah, but it's going to be tough from winning Arrowhead.
That's why I'm going to give this game to Kansas City.
I'm going Kansas City as well. Let's go Indianapolis at Houston.
Two very.
Well,
Pretty decent.
considering that I took Indianapolis as my lock last week,
And what happened?
they got shut out 6-0.
But that was tough. Andrew Luck just could not score that game. That's probably his first
6-0.
game to score.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That's just, I just you wouldn't believe in how.
I have a
frustrated
big question
was.
for you.
Hmm.
Do you think Houston will win out the rest of the season?
No.
No. Do you think they're going to win this game?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I'm taking this. I'm taking them in this one.
Houston's just amazing. After their 3 in a row loss at the beginning of the season, they've been great. I think they're going to win this game.
Yep. Carolina at Cleveland. Carolina's getting only 1.5.
Because Carolina's been slacking a little bit the past few weeks.
Give me Cleveland as my upset for the week.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
You think Baker's going to show them up?
It's not just the fact. It's not Baker showing them up. It's the fact that Carolina won't show up at all.
All right. You can't really say that any better. Because, yeah, Carolina's been very inconsistent these last 3
Oh,
weeks.
they have.
Very.
They have.
But, I don't know. I'm still, even on the road,
Yeah.
I think if Carolina does not win this game, they're going to never let this go. I'm going to get this Carolina.
Okay. Next one.
Green Bay
At home
at
again.
home against the Atlanta Falcons. This would
Again,
be-
two inconsistent offenses.
yes, Atlanta. Who knows now because
Green Bay. Well, who knows now again?
exactly.
But this game is about. This game is going to be Rodgers.
It's about
Rodgers. This game is going to be Rodgers. He's going to torch. You know, it's Atlanta. Atlanta has a terrible defense.
especially because all their injuries too.
Atlanta has a terrible defense, and they're playing in the tundra, so it's going to be.
Outside.
It's going to be cold. Atlanta is not good in the cold, so it's going to be Green Bay in this one all day.
think
Rodgers
Green
is going
Bay's
to have himself a day.
I agree with you. I think Green Bay's going to win as well.
Yep.
And then we got the New Orleans Saints going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, Tampa
Play.
Bay after winning last week against Carolina at home.
Mhm.
Winston looked okay. Cam Newton had like 4 interceptions.
Yep. Very
So
bad. Because I believe one player had 3 interceptions.
and New Orleans' secondary is pretty.
Not the same.
It's not the same, but it's still better than Tampa Bay's.
Yes. Yes.
So, and it's New Orleans. It's
better,
Drew. It's
right?
Drew Brees. It's Mike Thomas. It's Mark Ingram. It's Kamara. It's there
Oh, there are other
one
players
of
that
the-
Drew Brees can throw
But
to.
you have to remember Tampa Bay did
They did beat them. Yep.
in the beginning of the year. Their only loss. Well,
New
yeah.
Orleans has to win this.
Yeah,
have
they
to.
do.
They're going to win this.
Yeah, they're gonna win this one easy. So
Ooh, a rematch.
A rematch. New York Jets at Buffalo. Josh Allen.
What
is
about
gonna have-
Josh Allen?
He's gonna have like Rodgers a day.
A day.
Yes. They're gonna torch New York's defense. It's gonna be bad. I mean, even though Buffalo cut Calvin Benjamin and Andre Holmes
That
this
was
week,
very shocking to hear.
this past week, Buffalo's still gonna take care of business. I feel like LaShawn McCoy will finally come back.
He needs to come back.
And actually like be productive for once.
For once a season at least, yes. Over, under, Josh Allen, 2 hurdles.
Under, definitely.
No matter what, I still think Buffalo's going to win too. But 1 hurdle, I'll be going.
That's the Jets, so I wouldn't be surprised. So, New York at Washington. The
Giants.
Giants, duh. So, New York's minus 3.5. New York's been a little bit on a roll, kind of.
Their
It's-
running back pick in the NFL draft so far looks amazing.
In case you haven't known, his name is Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley's the face of the New York Giants pretty much.
He might save your season.
Oh,
he
definitely.
might have made you go, carried you to the playoffs. But in terms of this game, Washington is starting Mark Sanchez. Because Colt McCoy broke his leg.
Oh man, yes.
So,
News with Alex Smith after he had surgery. Apparently his leg got infected
that's
during
great.
surgery. So
Oh, that's
that's
great.
even worse for him. The Washington has just been a whole mess with injuries, but
And they haven't been I'm surprised. And they signed Rupert Foster, as we talked about last week, with Darian Harris on the show. That's also bad. So they got their conduct issues, their injury issues, and that all combines to terrible play. That's why New York's going to win this one.
yeah, pretty much. If
Yep.
Saquon has a good game, New York has a good game, I think. And Odell. Odell's been receiving and passing touchdown. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So I think New York too.
Fun fact: Odell has 2 touchdown passes of 40 yards and plus. You know how many Eli has? None.
That's tough.
So
That's very tough.
think about that. So next game, Denver at San Francisco. Denver, after losing Emmanuel Sanders in practice on Wednesday,
That was very
That's
Achilles
sad.
injury, I believe.
that hurts their chances of even making the wild card. But it's San Francisco. They're so inconsistent. But Pettis has emerged as a good receiver for them.
And
It's
we
a good
still
pickup for
have
fantasy as well.
Cortland Sutton still.
Cortland
looking good.
Sutton, yeah, he's going to get a lot of
He's gonna
time.
always get a
But
lot of
Philip
reps.
Lindsay, we'll get to
Oh
him
my
later.
gosh!
We'll get to him in a
talk
minute.
about Philip Lindsay. He's amazing.
We'll get to him in a minute. Denver should take care of him.
I don't see why they shouldn't, no matter with their injuries. And Case Keenum's looking like he's clicking more, even though of the injuries. But
Yep.
Denver's more complete when it comes to this.
And here's the biggest spread of the week: Cincinnati at the Chargers. The Chargers are getting 2 touchdowns.
The Chargers are.
This
such
is
a
my
mess,
lock.
dude. Mr. Lock.
Oh yeah, this is my log. I love this one. Phillip Rivers. The way that the Chargers came back in Pittsburgh last Sunday night
I watched
was
the game
great.
live. It was
Was
amazing.
great. It was great. It showed of what this Chargers team could do.
It shows they need and want to actually be in the playoffs because they feel like they
That they
actually
deserve.
can.
That they
deserve
it.
Yes.
This time they deserve it. And Cincinnati, they got their AJ Green's out for the year. Andy
Yep.
Dalton's out for the year. Tyler Boyd's going to get double covered all the time. Mixon's going to have a tough time against their line and their linebackers.
Also,
So
Melvin
it's going to
Ingram. Yep.
it's just going to be a bad day to be a Bengal.
But a good day to be a Chargers fan because I picked the Chargers.
That's your lock too.
Yes.
All right. So then we have the Detroit Lions.
Come on, guys. Come on. Detroit. Let's go, Detroit.
We're going to Arizona. Detroit is -3, so we're the favorite in this one, but not by much.
Not that much.
Let's see. As we talked about, Matthew Stafford, 10-year veteran. Josh Rosen, rookie. This is tough because it's Gerald against nobody, no
Pretty much you
receivers
could
on
say
Detroit.
Galladay, I guess. Galladay's probably our top receiver now.
Yeah, it's been.
Johnson versus Blunt and
This is
Riddick.
gonna be a really close. This is gonna be a really close game. That they will win.
Yep.
Not by much.
I gotta say Detroit's gonna win as well. They have to. I think their defense is gonna step up more than any part of their team. Either that or special teams.
Next one,
It's gonna be
probably
huge.
America's game of the week.
America's game of the week. We got the Philadelphia Eagles playing
And-
at AT&T Stadium.
and the
Best
Jerry
stadium.
Dome.
Jerry Dome, pretty much. Yeah.
Jerry Dome.
Dallas Cowboys
Dallas is -3. It's Zeke.
against the world.
Yes. They're gonna
Zeke
feed,
is
they're gonna feed him, but Golden Tate finally emerged.
2-point conversion and a touchdown.
There we go. Finally, he's starting to click, but like I said last week, that's not going to matter. At least in my opinion. But Phil, I don't know. Whoever wins this game is in control first in the NFC East.
Yes, because this is probably the closest division other than New York Giants.
They're in that division. Oh yeah, but
yeah, it's
they're
probably the
they're out of
closest.
it. But
looking out
Washington,
for
but
them.
Washington's going to be out of it in
Yeah.
3 weeks. So it's really it comes down to this game, and Jerry's boys are going to win this one.
I feel like Philadelphia has more of an offensive
Ooh.
presence, so now
that
you're
your
looking at
upset?
running backs, quarterback-wise, tight ends,
Oh, Ertz is
receivers.
available. Yeah.
Ertz is available. And
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert, he's pretty decent blocking and receiving. So I think Philadelphia's going to win this. Philadelphia
Is that your upside for the
is
week?
my upset for the week.
Okay. And now we have Pittsburgh and the
Pittsburgh.
James Connerless Steelers
That's very devastating to hear.
at Oakland. Pittsburgh's minus 10.5. Here's the thing. Connor, like me and many other fantasy football owners and Pittsburgh fans, we were like gasping for because he was hurt on Sunday night. Went off. He could barely put any weight on his leg. It's only it's nothing major. He's just out for this week.
They don't want it to
Against
get worse.
Oakland,
Yeah.
it's against Oakland.
Yes.
When they come back, it's going to be different because I think they have New England next week.
That's going to be huge.
So